Man, just really just growing up out here and learning. The learning curve out here is different than I think it is in other cities. Um,
Can you explain?
just as far as like, I don't. How do I word this? Like being black and having to learn. Cause I never been like a gangbanger, I should say, but
Yeah.
a lot of my friends that I grew up with did decide to go that route. So trying to navigate um, the politics, I would say, out here as compared to like another city, I think that was kind of like one of the like learning curves I had to go through. Was like, oh, okay, some of your friends are gonna do this, and they tell you that when you're younger. Like a lot of the people you go to school with are gonna change. So some people decided to go one route. I lost some friends. Some friends that were friends turned against each other because of that.
Mm,
So it's just a learning curve for me. Being like, I always wanted to like. I've been a person that was like about getting money. I always was like, all that's cool, but I want to get some money. But it was also like learning how to navigate because these become new friendships now. Once your friends start growing up and start doing their own thing, like, we can't hang out like that, and then I can't bring you around certain people, or I can't even. So now I got to navigate how I'm even moving. Like, okay, sometimes you got to separate yourself from people you love or grew up with, just because San Bernardino will do it, and if they catch you, it might be a bad situation.
mm-hmm.
So a lot of that was just navigating to learn my own way of how I was gonna move around the stuff that was going on. Because a lot of it changed from me being um, like a teenager to becoming an adult. Like it got worse. Like San Bernardino's always had a name for being kind of iffy, but like as I got older, I was like, ooh.
Starting to see more.
Yeah, I'm starting to. And I don't know if it just me becoming an adult, but it
Like, what was the
became
difference that you seen over time?
just more violence,
Mm-hmm.
less people cared less, more people just no shame
Mm.
about like I don't even want to say shame, just people didn't care. Like even now, like a lot of the young people I see, they don't care about they don't care about. I don't want to say they don't care about life, but they don't really care about other people's lives. So which means you kind of can't care about your own. They don't. Nobody is scared to go to jail anymore.
Mm-hmm. It's
They're
like
willing to.
glorified.
They're willing to risk it all for a little bit of nothing. Like
Say
can't
that
step
again.
on nobody's shoes.
Say that again,
Yeah,
Sid. They're willing to risk it all for.
for a little bit of nothing. They don't care. They'll go sit down forever. Just like you 18, you know. Yeah. So I just realized like a lot of like even some of my friends like I know you. I've met your mom. Like what's going on?
Yeah.
But so
You know what it made me think is like, since a bunch of your homies were going down this, I guess we could say street life path.
right.
What made you? Because you can make money on the street too, right? That's quick money. People think that. So what made you think in your mind not to go down that route with the
Mm,
homies?
I never was into it.
Okay.
Like it's cool. I understand it, but it was like, and that's it's a perfect point that you make. It's like a lot of the people I know that started doing that wasn't like, oh y'all not getting no money. Y'all doing this and y'all broke.
Mm.
And so that's definitely that's for sure. We don't even got to go down that path because. And then I never just like my granny always had like a big um like impact on my life.
Hmm.
So like it wasn't we weren't doing that. It's
Got
like
you.
I don't even like none of my cousins or people like that. We would just that wasn't us. So um and I just couldn't. I don't. It don't make sense to me. Like, oh, you wanna y'all all five of y'all wanna put y'all hands on me, and then we all gotta shake hands. I don't. I just don't move around like that.
Mm.
Y'all wanna jump me and then think I'm gonna shake your hands? Like, nah.
Make that make sense.
But it does make sense to a lot of people. So
Yeah.
it wasn't for me personally. I was more let's get some money. I'm trying to build stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't on that. But then I have friends that were getting money or were doing, but like that saying says, you're going two places. And a lot of my friends have been one of those places, and a lot of my friends has wound up in other places. They always say you're gonna die, or you're gonna go to jail.
Yeah, period.
So I wouldn't necessarily call like, like I said, I think street life and then gang life is two different things though. Because like you
Okay.
can be from the streets, like you have to be kind of street savvy
Mm-hmm.
to make it, or you're gonna be like a victim. But once you get too entrenched into like, oh, I'm from somewhere, or
Claiming this set.
yeah, for sure, then you do, you know,
Yeah.
that's a different world. But you can
Complete-
be from the streets and not be like a, too far in it.
Got you. Yeah, that's kind of what I meant. And I think that's what people hopefully got that was when I meant street life is gangbanging for the most part, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And, one of the reasons for me, and I know you didn't ask, but I'm going to say it anyway. One of the reasons why I try not to stay, when I was young, stay away from, I guess, the criminal lifestyle is because I felt like the system was waiting for me to do it, to catch me and put me away.
For sure.
That's how I felt. Like I was like, it's a setup. Like they want me to do it.
Yeah,
so
they got a
can
bed for you.
Yeah, like, hey, we want you to do something illegal so we can put you in. And so that's the biggest reason why I personally stayed away. And unfortunately, even as black men, black American men, like even if you're doing right, they'll still try to find ways to get at you, but it's more likely,
Right.
when they're doing criminal activity
Yeah,
and
for
stuff
sure.
like
They're
that.
waiting on you. They say, I mean, that's a whole different rabbit hole. Like it is set up for the way that we're conditioned. They say the crab in the barrel
Mentality.
But one bar I heard Jay-Z say, they call us crabs in a barrel, but they didn't tell you crabs wasn't meant to be in a barrel. So, it's different, but yeah, like you said, they got a bed waiting on you.
Yeah.
They waiting on you. They gonna let you. They'll watch you do it for a while
That part.
until you. Oh, okay, come on, we
Figure
got you.
it out. Yeah, figure it out. Shout out to Hove.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out
That
to
was a
Hove.
bar.
Yeah, shout out to Hove.